Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for November 10th, 2025. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen, on this Monday edition here. Looking at weather in the lower 48, we're also looking at the tropics as we get 20 days out from ending the hurricane season, and we're looking here and there's no activity in the Gulf of America, no activity in the Caribbean Sea, no activity in the Atlantic Ocean at all, or the Pacific Ocean at this point. And you get to see a bunch of scattered showers here. Flooding concerns do remain for the Yucatan Peninsula, Honduras, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama here as the rainy season takes on a big gap of rain here as this tropical wave comes in. It's going to produce rain, so just be careful for that. Ponding on the roads and flooding and unusual flood spots in those areas. Now, elsewhere, it looks great in the Gulf of America. It looks great in Bahamas today. And also a few passing showers in the heading towards Bermuda. Clear skies for the people in Haiti and Hispaniola, Dominican Republic, also Puerto Rico and the Greater Antilles and Lesser Antilles, and the Windward Islands looking absolutely fabulous as well. Now we come back here and we can see there's a big blob of showers here extending up into the upper plains here. This is going to also be some snow showers triggered here in Montana and North Dakota and the upper peninsula of Michigan and UP of Arrowhead of Minnesota, So that's what we have going on here. You can see the water vapor here. This big cold air just dipping all the way down into the Florida peninsula here, bringing even record lows down to Miami and Fort Lauderdale area on Tuesday morning. Lows will be between 42 and 45 degrees down that far. Tampa's going to set a record low at 39 degrees. And then we have lows and high temperatures in Atlanta on Monday and Tuesday, only topping out in the upper 30s for high temperatures. And there's a few spots North Atlanta, North Georgia's mountains, and Huntsville and Nashville saw snow flurries as a result of the winds coming down northwest fetch off the lakes here, the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan and Lake Erie here. So we're getting the signals here, early snowfall signals here, that it could be a colder winter as the jet stream continues to dip down here. As we can see here, that cold, dry air and orange here all along the Sun Belt states from Arizona to Texas back toward Florida and Jacksonville and Charleston and up the Rocky Mountain in North Carolina. So we look at the last 24 hours precipitation here. You can see that the precipitation in the form of snowfall. Northwest Indiana got hit hard by snowfall. Some places like South Bend, Indiana is reporting 8 to 10 inches, and Southwest Michigan, Lower Michigan's Benton Harbor, St. Joseph area reporting 10, 12 inches of snow. Same with Valparaiso, Indiana, and Hammond, Indiana, and Crown Point. Those areas get hit very hard in the Northwest Indiana. Chicago did pick up about 3 inches officially in the city, downtown. Western suburbs even less, but north of Chicago, like towards the border, Kenosha and Racine, you guys picked up an additional 10 inches of snowfall officially from this Lake Michigan, this early snowfall in the Great Lakes. And our friends in Canada picked up a lot too, from Toronto to Kitchener to London down to Windsor, picked up a lot of snowfall as well there. And then we had snowfall along typical snowbelt areas, so it's going to be could be a snowy winter. We haven't gotten to winter yet, hadn't officially begun. We're still late fall season here in November. So the cold front pushes across here. You can see all the storms off the coast here, and out west we have some storms that are just pushing past Seattle, Portland, and Bremerton area here, producing some snow in the Cascades there up to the British Columbia area there, so we'll look out for that. Looking at the National Weather Service hazards for November 10th, 2025, just frost and freeze warnings in the south here in blue, dark blue hard freeze warnings for Atlanta, Macon, down towards Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Pensacola, Mobile, all on the Gulf Coast. A winter storm warning is in effect. Red flag warning is in effect also for dry season here from New Orleans, Lake Charles, Houston, Beaumont, San Antonio, Austin, back into the Red Hill country of Texas, Laredo. That's where red flag warning. So it's dry and it's cold here for these areas in purple here, as we have a freeze warning in effect for Columbia, South Carolina, Greenville, upstate, back towards Charlotte, Matthews, North Carolina, back toward Raleigh, Durham, Rocky Mount, Emporia, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, up and towards the Delmarva of the peninsula here. And we also have a winter weather advisory for snow showers. It's going to continue up 75 from London, Kentucky, into Pikesville, Kentucky, Beckley, West Virginia, Elkins, West Virginia, back towards places like Cincinnati and Dayton, Ohio, and then on into Cleveland, Mentor, the typical snowbelt areas on that I-90 East area there, and then of course the snowbelt areas along Lake Michigan there, Grand Rapids to Kalamazoo to St. Joseph, Benton Harbor, South Bend, Indiana, Elkhart, Indiana, places like that. They're going to continue to get those snow showers through tonight as the lake effect begins to wind down tomorrow morning. Now out west we have in blue we have a a continued freeze winter storm watch for the high Sierra country there in California. So we're coming across Truckee Pass, Truckee, California, I-80, Donner Pass, Richards Pass, Whites Pass, Bridgeport, California. Those areas experience a winter storm warning as those snow showers continue there as well. And that's all that we have going on in terms of the watches, the warning. So a pretty quiet day, November the 10th, 2025. But it will be a cold night for those in the southeast. Our first little taste of fall. It'll be a refreshing change with that dry air coming in, as I showed you there on the current radar and precipitation there. That dry air is just refreshing all the way down to Miami, Fort Lauderdale tonight. As the cold front is exiting right here off the coast of Florida as we speak tonight. So it's going to bring that cool, dry air. Open the windows. You don't have to worry about AC. You got natural AC in these areas that are typically very warm until the late December here. And that goes for the leaves changing as well. The fall foliage won't get down to this area to December the first week of December. They'll start changing and the leaves start falling off. That'll be the final kick of fall for this area in the southeast. So this is your forecast. What a good forecast for November 10th, 2025. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you in the next episode. Take care.